So I have a quick comment, and then you may have actually already answered my question, but I'll ask it anyway with the question you just asked. So, comment I had: I'm a huge Dream Theater fan. So it was Dream Theater.
Oh, Dream Theater, yeah.
So it's really interesting to hear your perspective on progressive rock,
Yes.
because I feel like they started to move back towards the melody with their most recent album.
Yes.
So
Yes.
because they've got something like Dance of Eternity that's 6.5 minutes long with 106 time signature changes.
Yes.
And then with this most recent one, it moved back towards that. So
I haven't heard
that
the
was-
recent one, but
that
I've
was
heard
really
it.
interesting to hear.
Okay.
So my question was, and speaking of Netflix before, they came out with a series called The Toys That Made Us, and they did a Transformers episode. In that one, they talked about how the movie was intentionally a transition between toy lines. It was a big reason.
A transition from what?
The toy line.
Between toy lines to introduce
Oh,
new
yeah, yeah, yeah,
characters. And that was why we had just these sudden deaths of all the, these brutal deaths
Yes.
of all these popular characters.
Yes.
My question was, did that factor into your creative process at all? Like the types of themes that you used for the new characters, the old ones, and that kind of thing for what the movie was doing?
I wasn't attached at all to the...
I don't think he watched the TV show.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, he
I'd never
know.
seen
Yeah.
the TV show, and honestly, because of my age, I wasn't even aware of how big the toy business was for Transformers.
I figure if you didn't hear from the producers, then
Yeah,
there
yeah.
wasn't much there.
So I'd like to say, oh, I used this as an influence for that character, and this is, I didn't know anything about Transformers. So, I didn't have any picture. I've said this, many times. I didn't have any picture to write to. I had to write to these storyboards, and having no knowledge of the TV show and having to write to the storyboards, it was tough. I needed to find a way to connect to these characters, but the producers said they liked the fact that I didn't listen to the TV show because I wasn't influenced by that music, but it was really, Death of Optimus Prime. I mean, I knew, I could tell from the fans that this was going to be a big moment, a big loss for fans. So basically, it wasn't like I had to connect to that character. I just had to write music that was sad and intense, and I got lucky. I got that on the first try. And like I say, when I perform it live today, I can see it still has the same reaction. So I didn't really have inspiration for each character. I just wrote to these storyboards the best that I could, and it ended up, fitting very nicely, luckily.
Yeah, it's like the comment that I made yesterday when I came for your autograph, where I've showed it to friends who aren't Transformers fans.
Yes.
And it's almost like the visual is supporting the music, even more, about the same level that the music is supporting the visual. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good job.
Yeah. Thank you.